WKYT this morning. After leaving a southern Kentucky community devastated, folks are now remembering the 4 victims lost in a house explosion.
Police say she left a suspicious box next to a Lexington elementary school. She'll now face a judge for terroristic threatening.
And a new Lexington restaurant doesn't open until later this morning, but several people have been in line since last night. We'll show you why. It's coming up this morning.
This is WKYT This Morning.
Good morning. Welcome into you. Hope your day before Friday morning is off to a great start, whatever it's called. I'm Rebecca Smith.
Pull on. We'll get there this morning. I'm Bill Bryan, and we're glad to have you with us. We have a little bit of a weak frontal system. It's going to move through. A little disturbance tonight. Mike is getting a handle on that. Says that maybe a few people see maybe a coating of snow, right? But not everybody.
Right, not everybody. It's nothing to really be worried about. It's going to be for the far southeastern zones. I think that's your best bet. Mountainous regions to maybe pick up a coating on the ground. At least it's not 20 inches, right? Check out these temperatures in the teens and 20s this morning. Bit of a frosty start. You'll have to scrape that off your windshield. Much better as we track into the afternoon. You're talking about a big swing of temperatures today. It'll actually feel quite nice, but really the focus, obviously, those few flakes overnight. Who's going to be seeing these and who's not? I'll break that down for you coming up.
Okay, we'll see you then, and we thank you.
Just getting the mugs
Get it
adjusted.
situated. Get it just right. Yeah.
Just right. Well, folks in southern Kentucky are mourning the loss of 4 people who were killed in a house explosion Tuesday afternoon.
Police believe the victims to be a couple, their 1-year-old granddaughter, and a family friend. Last night, community members gathered to honor and remember the 4 lives lost. WKYT's Mark Barber is joining us now with more on this tragic story. Mark.
Good morning, Bill, and it certainly is a tragedy. A GoFundMe page has already raised more than $7,000 for the woman who lost her parents and her 1-year-old daughter in that house explosion. Now, state police are saying that the homeowners, 60-year-old Mitchell Coomer and his wife Lori, died in the explosion that also killed Kinley Rogers, their 1-year-old granddaughter, and Stephen Keltner, their 32-year-old employee. The house that sat off of Highway 206, about 5 miles outside Columbia, erupted into a fireball Tuesday afternoon. Search crews rushed to the home to look for survivors, but there they found 4 bodies, 2 inside the home and 2 others outside. This morning, investigators are still trying to figure out how this happened. There are several gas wells on the property. We're told the Coomers may have been working on a truck in their basement when the house exploded. State police still do not know what triggered this explosion that was felt by neighbors a mile away. One man who rushed to the home to help says he found the only survivor, Coomer's son.
He went through the house and couldn't find nobody. After it exploded, he didn't know what happened. And he went through the house and went upstairs and couldn't find nobody.
Amazing grace. The grieving community met in a church not far from the Coomers' home last night to pray for their broken community and to also pray for the hurting families who lost their loved ones. Now we're told Coomer's son was the only person who survived that blast because he was on the opposite side of the home when it happened. From the live desk, Mark Barber, WKYT.
All right, Mark, thank you very much. Obviously a horrible situation there. A woman accused of leaving a suspicious package outside of a Lexington elementary school will be facing a judge today.
Sharon Melbourne is charged with terroristic threatening. Police say surveillance video shows her putting a weapon of mass destruction, a fake one, on Tates Creek Elementary's property yesterday afternoon. A school administrator found the device near a dumpster outside the school. Police will not say exactly what was in the box, but they say no one was ever in danger. They say Melbourne is not a Tates Creek employee or a parent of a student.
The Whitley County Sheriff's Office has now identified 2 men suspected of breaking into a car outside of a church. Deputies have arrest warrants out for 35-year-old Joshua Buchanan and 35-year-old William North. They say the men broke into a car outside Goldbug Baptist Church earlier this month. Police say a purse and a cell phone were stolen from the car. Surveillance cameras from the church caught the theft on tape. Police say cars outside some other churches were also broken into.
Well, firefighters are trying to figure out what caused a fire at a Lexington home this morning. That fire started just before 9 last night at the home on Versailles Road near Parker's Mill. Firefighters say they quickly put out the fire before it caused too much damage. No one was injured. Firefighters think the home had been vacant for some time.
The issue of raising minimum wage for workers in Kentucky will be brought up for discussion today at the state capitol. House Speaker Greg Stumbo is scheduled to testify before a House committee this morning in support of a bill to raise the state's minimum wage. House Bill 278 would raise the state's minimum from the current $7.25 an hour to $10.10 an hour by July of 2018.
Well, Kentucky Governor Matt Bevin has sent his proposed highway spending plan to Kentucky lawmakers. The governor wants to spend $6 billion on Kentucky's roads and bridges during the next 6 years. He wants to spend 15% of the money repairing the state's 14,000 bridges. It also includes maintenance of the Brent Spence Bridge in northern Kentucky while a study is performed. The governor also wants to widen Interstate 75 in Rockcastle County to 6 lanes.
Well, for those thinking that Kentucky would overlook Missouri in that basketball game last night before Saturday's big game against Kansas, they were sorely mistaken.
All right. John Calipari's guys played fast and won big in front of a packed Rupp Arena last night. The Missouri Tigers only led once after scoring the game's first basket. But the Cats never looked back after that. Coach Cal got a major contribution from several players, notably Tyler Eulis, freshman Skal Labissiere, and ever-improving Kentucky native Derek Willis, who finished with a double-double. The Cats won by more than 30 points as the final score read 88-54. Up next for UK, a road matchup against the number 4 ranked Kansas Jayhawks this Saturday. A lot of folks will be interested in that.
That's right. And if it's a game on the road, it could be a tough one, and we'll see. But yeah, Cats looked good last night.
So here's the question. Would you wait in line all night just for a chance to receive some free chicken for a year?
Despite frigid temperatures, that's what some people did last night outside a new Lexington restaurant. It's called Joella's Hot Chicken. WKYT's Michelle Chamberlain is over there now to check it out and talk to some of those who are braving the elements for a year's supply of chicken. Is that the case, Michelle?
Good morning, guys. You know, when you get up at 4 in the morning, you don't see a lot of people out and about. That is not the case this morning at Joella's Hot Chicken. This place opens later today at 8 o'clock. We're in Chevy Chase. It's right off of Cochran. It takes over the old Billy's Barbecue. And you know what? To get people excited about the day, they said we're going to offer the first 100 people in line free chicken for an entire year. And you know what? There are people out here. Some of these people have been out here since 8 a.m. They've got fires going. They're hanging out with their friends, and they're having a good time. Joella's is a Louisville chain-based hot chicken restaurant, and it's a take on the Nashville fried chicken, which is fried chicken with a little bit of an added spice, and we'll have more about that later at 5:30. But you know, when I came out here, I was quite surprised by the number of people waiting. We'll hear from some of those people at 5:30, and you won't want to miss that. There's some characters out here this morning. But fried chicken for 100 people for an entire year. Live in Lexington, Michelle Chamberlain, WKYT.
Right,
Cluck, right? Well, I had some of their sides yesterday,
Yeah.
and they're delicious. Their coleslaw, oh, it was so good. So yeah, it's not just the chicken. They got some good sides.
All right, you've had that little sneak peek, sneak bite. All right.
I did.
WKYT this morning, just getting started. Our time this morning is 5:08 on your Thursday.
Budweiser's Clydesdales have welcomed a new member. We'll introduce you to him when WKYT This Morning returns.
We have some cold conditions this morning getting off into the afternoon. Yeah, we're going to be seeing a big jump of temperatures, but then here comes another front tonight. Possible snow showers or flurries. We'll have that update coming up next.
Now, your zone-by-zone forecast with meteorologist Micah Harris.
It's pretty cold outside this morning. We are there in the teens and 20s, teens down in the south, and then you get off toward the rest of the region holding on to the 20s. So there are some really cold spots, but most of us pretty chilly this morning. 18 now in Somerset and Science Hill. Off towards Stearns, we're sitting right around that 15-degree reading. McCreary County and also Whitley City looking right there, about 15 degrees. Monticello, the cold spot. Wayne County, right around 12 degrees, 23 now showing up in the Bluegrass region, heading down 64. So it's cold this morning. The kids will need a coat. You'll need a coat taking off. By the afternoon, you might be able to get rid of it. 43 degrees. Now, some clouds will filter in, so it's not going to just be bright, sunny skies at 43 degrees. Some will be under the clouds, and if you're under the clouds, it becomes pretty chilly. If you're out in the sunshine, it's not that bad. So we'll take that. That looks pretty good for us. However, we head off into the night. It's not going to go up the next few days. It actually drops because we have a front on the way, and that'll give us that opportunity right around midnight to see a mix But then we track off into the early morning hours right before the sun does rise, and I do expect that mix to switch over into snow showers. So after a nice feeling day today, we get in overnight, and there is that possibility of some accumulation, especially the far east and southeast you go. Is it going to be a big deal? Not a big deal for about 80% of us, but the other 20% southeast, you could be dealing with a coating to possibly 1 inch, but right around a coating I think is your best bet. So this is a very weak system. After that moves on out, you're talking about an incredible weekend in store. So here's your breakdown on those snow chances overnight. The best timing on this is going to be anywhere from midnight to about 8 a.m. It's highly unlikely that we see anything on the ground, maybe on the rooftops, there is that possibility. Across the blue area, that takes you through Bluegrass North and back toward the west. Then you go off into some of the mountainous regions, Moorhead, and then work your way over toward east, southeast. That's the better likelihood. It's possible. I would give it a 30% chance to actually see some snow on the ground stretching from London to Moorhead and also the Mountain Parkway. Now, it's very likely we actually see it in the mountainous regions down in far southeastern Kentucky. That's where you could see that coating to possibly 1 inch. I think 1 inch is max out of this. Most of us will stay right around a coating for the pink shaded region in the southeast. So there is that snow chance. It's not very widespread. Not many of us will see it. But if you do, down in the southeast, hitting those mountains, that's where you can pick up that light accumulation. We get off towards Saturday and Sunday. We're talking temperatures in the 50s. Really, really nice weather coming in this weekend. This weekend will be absolutely fantastic. Next week, actually, the temperatures are looking really nice. We're at 65 degrees next Tuesday. When you see those temperatures, you know something's not right. It's not good news. I know a lot of us are excited about it being 65 after all this snow and all this cold, but that brings in those thunderstorms, possible severe weather threat as we track off in the next week.
Things get
interesting.
really unstable in that kind of situation.
Absolutely.
All right, Micah, thank you. 5:14 right now.
So the Budweiser Clydesdale family has welcomed its newest member.
Yeah, meet Mac. The company said his name is in honor of its Clydesdales being the most macro of all icons. Okay, it's all, bless you. It's also a nod to the company's tagline, "Proudly a Macro Beer." Anheuser-Busch announced the foal was born Tuesday at the Warm Springs Ranch in Boonville, Missouri. It reported the mom and baby are both happy and healthy. The ranch says it was born on its home to more than 160 Clydesdales. The company said Mac will live there and learn the ins and outs of being a Budweiser Clydesdale. Has to go in some training now.
It looks like a little stuffed animal or something, you know?
Really cute, huh?
Real cute.
All right.
Doesn't even look real.
Yeah, 5:15 on WKYT on your Thursday morning.
We have a look at your money. Stay with us.
Trying to plan a romantic dinner for your significant other on the cheap? We may have an option for you. Plus, why the New York Jets have settled a lawsuit with its cheerleaders. I'm Hannah Daniels in New York. I'll have those stories and much more coming up in your CBS Money Watch report.
Hey, good morning. It's almost 5:19, bright and early here on your Thursday. Want a cheap but romantic dinner for Valentine's Day? Also, 2 universities are receiving more than $1 billion in donations.
And the New York Jets getting ready to pay their cheerleaders. Hannah Daniels has the latest on your money.
On Wednesday, the Federal Reserve held its first meeting of the year, and key interest rates remain unchanged. The Dow fell after the Fed announcement, down 222 points. The Nasdaq spent the day in negative territory, closing down at 99. Stanford and Harvard received over $1 billion each in donations in 2015. That's more than any other U.S. colleges, according to the Council for Aid to Education. This comes during a record year of $40.3 billion raised by American universities in total. The gifts show that the nation's wealthiest colleges continue to attract a disproportionate share of philanthropy. The top 20 fundraising schools accounted for almost 30% of total donations. The New York Jets have agreed to pay $324,000 to settle a class action lawsuit filed by the team's cheerleaders. 52 women said they weren't paid for practices and work off the field and forced to pay for their own makeup and hair care. Each woman will get between $2,500 and close to $6,000 each. The team denied the claims but said it agreed to settle to avoid the expense and distraction of litigation. Trying to plan a romantic Valentine's Day dinner? How about at your local Waffle House? For the 9th year, Waffle House is offering a candlelit meal for those who want to take their significant others out for a romantic meal on the cheap. Restaurants are taking reservations for the February 14th event, dubbed It's a Waffle House Love Story. That's your CBS Money Watch report. For more, log on to cbsmoneywatch.com. In New York, I'm Hannah Daniels.
Well, if you don't have your debit card, JP Morgan Chase says you can still make a withdrawal. Just use a smartphone. The bank is upgrading its entire fleet of ATMs this year and says one of the perks to the new machines is that a function that allows customers to take money out of their account by tapping their phones to the ATM. The technology used is the same one that allows Apple Pay and other payment apps to work. The bank says it does not replace the debit card, but allows customers to use the machine even if they do not have their card with them. So as long as you can keep your phone on you and don't lose that, I'd say that's a good idea.
Well, an interesting trend anyway. We'll see how that goes. It is 5:21. Coming up next to look at some of what we have going on this morning. Our top stories on the way in just a few minutes.
Yeah, a lot of news and sports up next.
With the Wildcats going to Kansas this weekend, a lot of people thought maybe they'll overlook Missouri. No chance. It was over early, and I've got the early highlights for you coming up in sports.
Well, the look across the way, those temperatures in the teens and 20s. Now, it's a good look outside. We have the clear skies at this very moment, which is actually leading to some frosty conditions. And look, we have a little bit of moisture in there, so heads up for that. You're going to have to scrape it off your windshield. I do expect, though, us jumping very quickly, very rapidly as we jump off into the afternoon. 43 degrees, extremely nice today. That's a really nice feel. However, you're under your clouds, then you're talking about chilly conditions. If you're under the sunshine, because we'll have a mixture of sun and clouds, actually not a bad day whatsoever. We're going to be talking about that snow chance for tonight coming up in the next half hour. First, let's check out sports, see what's going on.
You know, there are times when we all prepare for something and then it just falls apart instantly. Well, that happened to Missouri last night. For anybody thinking the Cats will overlook the Tigers before going into Lawrence, Kansas, way wrong. Missouri scored the first basket of the game. That was their only lead of the game because Kentucky would go crazy. Derek Willis was awesome. The three out of the corner is good. The route is on, and it's 3-2. Look at the defense from Isaiah Briscoe, forcing the turnover, scrapping on the floor. Loose ball to Jamal Murray. He goes in for the dunk. The lead is 5. It would quickly grow. Tyler Ulis driving down the lane. Back out to Willis. Wide open. The Mount Washington player is just going crazy. Was he feeling it? Did I say he's feeling it? How about another 3? The lead is up to 15. Next trip down, Ulis says, all right, forget the passing. I'm going to take a 3 myself. Unbelievable start for UK. They were 11 of 15 from the floor, 5 of 5 from downtown. It's 20-2. Ball game over. Skal Labissiere at the 15-foot stripe. He keeps the hot hand going. Cats with 20, Cats by 21. And then Skal defensively, the top shelf dunk, or the block on the dunk attempt. And then Charles Matthews, he's going to get involved. He throws that thing out of bounds. Derek Willis acting like he's back on the playgrounds at Bullitt East High School. Another jumper. He had a double-double last night. You want more? Well, we've got more. Skal Labissiere wide open for the slam. 47-20 at the half. Kentucky just taking the spirit of the Missouri Tigers. Jamal Murray, not his normal shooting night, but he's not shy. And here he is off the inbounds play. 4-3, it's good. And Marcus Lee, he's been struggling a little bit down the last month or so. We'd get him in the highlights for a dunk, and it was over, folks. Just an embarrassing win for UK. 88-54 the final.
But I like the energy of our team. I mean, we're getting there. We're getting closer. They're playing with desperation, a refuse-to-lose attitude, and it's making us a better team. What we ask these kids to do as young players is really, really difficult. But our guys, we hold the bar high. They're held accountable, and they play together. This was a good win for us.
Sure was. Cats win going away easily. That's a look at sports. Have a great day.